So the Data Over Instinct Summit was really born out of our desire to educate the community on data and analytics techniques and strategy. One of our core values at Anvil Analytics and Insights is to cherish the community, and this conference felt like a great opportunity to really elevate our organization as a leader for analytics, but also empower other organizations to make the most out of their business's data.
To be honest, we're just huge data nerds. So we just love to pick all the data apart.
Data is the only way to remain credible. And as marketers, we have to recognize the fact that a lot of our work is going to be met with skepticism.
The data space and the digital marketing space is always constantly evolving. A commitment to this career is a commitment to be a constant learner. So you have to invest in yourself, you have to invest in your teams to stay current.
The tone felt different than a standard digital marketing conference. You know, people really got to get into the nitty-gritty.
Everybody can have really good ideas, but if you can find something that really no one can see because it's hidden deep in the data, that's really exciting stuff, and it kind of separates you out from your competitors.
So one of our favorite things at Anvil Analytics and Insights is helping to educate senior marketing leaders on the complex world of analytics and business intelligence.
They most likely come from traditional backgrounds, so they maybe haven't had a whole lot of experience with digging into the data themselves.
We want to help those businesses that aren't there yet to really get there, get their team up and running so they can really get advanced and create some really cool stuff.
Wrangle their data, clean it up, and start looking at it, make sure we got the right data and we are able to use it to make good decisions.
Before the idea of actually hosting a conference about data was born, we were living and breathing Data Over Instinct within our organization. So that name kind of naturally made its way into the conference itself.
You get to hear perspective from a lot of different people in St. Louis.
Big leaders throughout the region at large companies that have successfully implemented measurement strategies, to have them talk about what worked, what didn't work.
From companies like MasterCard or agencies like ours. So I think you get a really perspective not only what's it like being a CMO or a head of analytics, but also like what's it like for the agencies that are working in those marketing communities and trying to help those businesses grow.
Building a team internally versus outsourcing, all those key questions people have when they're first getting started.
Making a lot of practical recommendations for some very solid tools that may make up your overall analytics practice, whether it be business intelligence tools like Tableau or Power BI or Domo, or it's just standard analytics suite like Google Analytics or Adobe Analytics, or actual tag management systems like Google Tag Manager.
Okay, analytics is important, but what do I do with that? How do I actually make that a reality?
What's the difference between a report and a dashboard? To more advanced topics like attribution modeling.
For the first conference, I wasn't really sure what to expect.
We've had such a good caliber of speakers that I work at an analytics agency and I find myself learning a lot of things throughout the conference.
Learning that my data problems are similar to other data problems that other organizations have has been really good.
Their peers are surrounding them and everyone's learning together to be able to take learnings back to their companies.
It's very intimate. You can feel free to ask questions, and they are really breaking the information down.
The networking is really good, the interactions are really good. Been able to trade names and business cards with a handful of people, which is nice. It allows people to get deeper into that space.
On a topic that is constantly changing the rules.
I would encourage anyone who wants to come to Data Over Instinct to invest in themselves and to not be afraid.
Analytics and business intelligence are very, very complex, and it's very difficult for senior leaders to actually admit that this whole new area and field is something that they haven't tackled yet.
Understanding how the data works, knowing what data points are important to your executives, and knowing that audience and being able to visualize that story for them with the data is the only way that you're going to be able to message across and make sure that your marketing dollars are matched to the goals that you've got.
Data is really the thing that helps us prove what we're doing that's creating revenue. So thank you, Data Over Instincts, for providing a platform for all of us to come together and talk about this.
Thank you, Data Over Instincts, for demystifying data.
To make sure that you know not only how the things you're doing are working, but what things you should keep doing in the future and why.